Hello. Hello. I lied. I I didn't go make tea because I realized it was taking too long to start and I was like, ugh, I just want to go live. I want to check if my filters aren't on my mic. Let me put them on. Ugh, it might sound a bit different in a second. Okay, and then I've got to do close. Okay, there we go. Hello, welcome. Hello, we're going to be working today. I made a new golf room. But I do have a question for you guys. Are you like when I ask about the game, like the stream audio? If it's too quiet, the game, you can tell me. Every time I go back to my VODs, I'm like, I can't hear the game. Like, do you want me to turn the game up? Like, I'm glad you can hear me, but I want the game to be audible too. I don't even think this is picking up this game. Why is my desktop audio not working? Is there any game? Can you hear the game's music? Wow, that is really quiet. This game is quiet. Is that better? Oh, that was completely unprompted. I have it maxed. Jeez, golf. Weird. A little bit. Yeah, that's as loud as I can make it. Why are you, like, silent? What if I do that? Hang on, let me go, oh, I think I know why. Hang on. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god. Sorry for the scuff, guys. I was addressing something else, because I mean in general, not... sound... mixer... Got... Ah! Is that better? That actually might be too loud on my end. That was a Lulu fumble. Sorry that blasted you. A bit loud. Turn it down. Actually, I'll do it this way. That better. There we go. I was like, why is like OBS was not picking up the game audio for this? If that's, but if, like, as long as you guys could hear the music, it would be nice. Okay, I might turn that up a little. There we go. That might be too loud for me, but again, I like went back and looked at Cult of Lamb from the other night, and like you can't hear the game. So like, please tell me if you guys can't hear the game. Oh yes, I'm gonna put... Also, why didn't I pin that? Manually pin. Actually, I'm not gonna pin that because I need to put the game... I'm very scuffed today. I'm sorry guys, I've had like a really weird day today. Basically I had a mandatory order to work from home, because we've got a cyclone hitting New Zealand, and they were like... Are you just like not gonna... Copy. Can you be? There we go. There we go. And then give me a sec. I'll put the throne link up. So I still went to work. I just didn't leave this desk. I am a mess today. God damn. Room code. Let's host a room in my new room. Let's make it... I'll just max it. No one... I don't think the max is gonna join. None of you ever join me. Anyone? Close room. Copy. Create. I napped too, I slept after work. I'm gonna took today off. That sounds really nice to be able to take the day off. But sorry, I wanna sit here. I'm gonna be typing. I should give you guys a tour of my new room. Someone might show up. Leah, hello! Wait, did I make this a public room? I didn't want this to be a public room. Hang on. They come back. Hang on, I think I made it a public room. Ah! Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! Post. Only you could draw it. I want... Close. How do you make it a not public room? Public listing! Oh my god, I didn't toggle that off. I was like, who's Leah? I don't think that was... If that was someone... I'm gonna have to redo that. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm really scuffed today. I'm honestly not feeling 100, but okay, this is you guys are gonna tell me off. I haven't really been feeling very good. I had a really bad weekend, and then, there we go. There, no, I don't want randoms in here. I only want chat. There we go, pin that. There we go. Okay, now you can join. Sorry. I haven't really been feeling very well, but I don't want to take any time off of work because I'm trying to get a promotion and I want to have like good, like, I want to seem reliable because I am someone who gets sick quite ill a lot of the time, and I don't know, I feel like my boss, as much as I have a great boss, I feel like she doesn't really like that, so I'm trying to like show that I'm like always at work. I had a bit of a rough start to the year, if you guys remember, like right before the donathon, I got really like the beginning of it, I got a really bad flu, and I felt really bad for taking the time off, so I don't know, I've been in kind of like I'm a little bit overwhelmed, and I don't know. I don't want to vent on stream, sorry. I'm just like, yeah. Well, thank you for the donation, Barch. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've just been a little bit, spread thin. I'll try mums. I don't know. I'm just like, I need like a proper break, and I had a really not fun weekend. I talked about that already, so I'm not gonna go into it again, but I talked about it a little bit in the ASMR stream, but and it kind of got worse. I thought maybe Sunday will be better, and Sunday was not better. Please make sure. Thank you, Luna. Yeah. Anyway, what are we doing today? I built a room that is filled with like my cringy self-indulgent stuff, as well as like a lot of my friends' art. I think it was like Friday night I did this, or maybe it was Saturday after I don't remember what day I did this, but I did this a few days ago. But I thought I could give you a little tour. You can join. Hello, welcome in. So I have on the wall here, I guess I'll give you guys a tour, it's a bit cringe, but why not? So I'll go from left to right. So right here you're like, Lulu, are you really into Transformers? Not really. The reason I have this is because this was a poster that recently my really good friend and model rigger and designer Akarosu did. Aka's very into Transformers. It's like Aka's main thing that he recently picked up like last year, and it's just like, it's a brain rot that will not stop. And I'm very supportive of him and his new love, so you know. Clap for Aka. But Aka and my other really good friend and very, 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 very talented artist Savanto did these collab posters. I really want a real one, and I'm not even that into Transformers. Bumbo, get out of the way! Or stand in the wall, that's good too. Goodbye. But they're actually holographic in real life. This is a real poster you can buy. I really want one, but I know that shipping it to New Zealand will cost like $1 million jabillion. So I was like, no. Second thing is also Savanto art. This was a Christmas present from Sev a few years ago when we did a Secret Santa. He was my Santa. It's of my OCs, Robbie and Astrid. These are kind of their old designs. They were revamped late last year, but well, I guess late 2024 actually, not last year. Oh my god, it's 2026. So he did this really, he's so talented. So I wanted a little bit of them there, and also it's Sev's art, and his art's really important to me. Second is Nora More Academy. My really dear friend Inkros is currently developing a game called Nora More Academy, a sort of like a dark academia, like point and click adventure game, set on like an alien planet. It's very cool. Please wish list it on Steam for her. She would be very grateful. The game, I had a Kickstarter and they absolutely smashed it. I was so proud of her, so I wanted a little bit of Nora More in here. Ink actually sent me a different Nora More related poster to put in here, but I wanted like the main one. I might put the other one she gave me, but I wanted a bit of Nora More in here because I'm really proud of my friend for all the hard work she's been doing, and I've been seeing some behind the scenes stuff, and it's going to be a really great game, so yeah. Then I have my friend Oki. Oki's a very talented like sort of like animator. Oki did this illustration of her Sona very recently, and I thought it was pretty, and Oki sent it to me and said, if you want, you can put it in the room, when I was asking friends to send me stuff. So I was like, okay. Over here we have me, just me, just eyes, and then this is my one like little bit of cringe. We have my kindred Sona, Rosa, and my Oshi. I don't really like talking about Oshi too much on stream. I get a little bit embarrassed, but this was, I'll move out of the way so you can see the chair. This was an illustration that Aka did. It was a commission that I asked him to draw when I started work on the Withered game, because I was feeling very creative and inspired. And at the time, if any of you are like VTuber fans, VCraft Enchanted was going on. And Oshi was getting very into his character Vitruvius II, and he was being very creative and getting very into character, and I was feeling a new burst of inspiration and like motivation, so I wanted like kind of a cringe. It's, I guess you could call it Yume art, but I really consider it more just like friendly, of just like him and my kindred OC having a bit of a yap about books and stuff. It's cropped, there's like a whole lot of papers and stuff underneath them, but that's just the goth proportions. Over here, we have an illustration that Aka did. Not only is Aka my model rigger and one of my friends, and I've got a lot of his art in here, and I commissioned him. He's also the lead artist for the VN I'm working on, Withered, and this is one of the main characters, Astrid, but drawn specifically as the Pokemon Nihilego. We were having a really weird conversation in VC one day, and Aka just pulled up Clip Studio and just doodled this, because I think we were Aka doesn't really know a lot about Pokemon, but I was yapping about it, and I brought up the Pokemon Nihilego, and I was like, Nihiligo's always reminded me of Astrid kinda, so Aka like fused Astrid with one, and I thought it kind of looked cute as a little doodle on the wall, so I put it up there. I'll zoom in a bit. Then I have the what do you call it, the acrylic charms. So we've got, these are quite important to me. Well, this one is just me with a big old grin. But then I have my three, I guess you could say my Oshis. Again, I feel weird talking like a VTuber fan on stream. That's not really why I VTube, but I did want them in here. I already talked about old Voxy, but then we have Lucia and Ash Cariel, who are a little different to Vox. I'm not gonna really get into it with Ash, if you know, you know, but Lucia is not only someone I consider my Oshi, but she's also one of my dearest friends. I love her so much, and I'm so proud of everything she's managed to achieve thus far, and she hasn't even been around for a year. If you do not watch Lucia Krabs, please do. She's so amazing. She streams here on Twitch. Swirl actually could get a shout out for her. I love her so much. She's done so much for me. She's so kind. She's so supportive of everything I do and other VTubers, and she's so incredibly funny. She's one of the funniest fucking people in the VTuber space. I love Lucia. And then last is Ash. He means a lot to me. Again, I'm just for reasons that if you know, you know, I'm not gonna talk about, but I've known Ash a very, very long time. You know, when he descended upon us, when he debuted, I was very happy to see him again. I knew him when he was a god. up in the heavens, you know, when he was over, before he fell as the fallen angel that he is. He means a lot to me, and I had to have him in here, so I love that stupid shirtless Sephiroth looking motherfucker. He's very important to me, so yeah. I love Ash a lot, so he's such a cool dude, and he deserves all of the success he has. So I have a little Ash charm, and when Lamentus get puppies, I will be buying an Ash one, and he will be on my bag proudly. Albums, I just have a few. This is Natural Born Losers by Nicole Dollinger. It's really low quality. It was the only one I could get from the actual record, so don't look too hard. And Being Funny in a Foreign Language by the 1975, which is my favorite band. Over here we have art of my friend Scoochin. She sent me this. I was like asking friends if they would send me stuff to put in the room, and she sent me that. I'm really sorry. I think the artist is Juliet Two Citrus, as I know that's Scooch's friend, but I could be wrong. And next is Irie Anifree. I've slipped up here or there regarding Irie, that's all I'm gonna say, but Irie is a very dear artist to me, and I love her so much. She's very important to me, so I had to have a little bit of the Burr woman herself in here. On the shelf we have Astrid, who again is from the VN I'm developing. This was drawn by my friend Lapan. And then on the other side there is Eyeball, which is my friend Yui's Sona. This was a gift I got Yui a while ago from Lapin, because Yui was feeling a little down, so I commissioned Lapin and asked her to draw Yui's character. And I just liked the illustration, so I just chucked it up there. I was like, oh, it's Yui, and it's also Lapin's art, so Eyeball can chill out on the shelf. And then here we have, ooh, let me zoom in. We have me and my bestie Nin Skeleton. This was a PNG. If you guys might remember this when we played Elden Ring, which I do want to bring this series back, me and Nin playing Elden Ring, because I had so much fun with it, but I really honestly need a better PC just to make Elden Ring a little bit less like of a, it's such a tax on this like hunk of, I don't know, mashed potato that I stream off of. Like I see when we're streaming it, I can run Elden Ring, but it like makes everything else chug. Like I can't use my model. OBS is like behind, so I don't really chat. It's kind of hard to keep up with. It's just like I need a better PC before I can bring it back. But this was a little PNG tuber that I had that my own VTuber mama Kiyomi-kan drew for me of me holding in, and it makes me giggle, so I made it into a standee. Is this interesting to you guys, or is this just cringe? I don't know. And then down here I have, I finally figured out how to lower the camera and go. I'm so proud of myself. Bottom shelf. We have all of my Kindred Sona Rosetta's outfits that Irie drew. Irie designed Rosa for me. Irie, who's at the top. And I have these little chibis of all of her various outfits. So I just threw them. Some of them are kind of cropped weirdly. I gotta go with what Go allows, but I don't know, I didn't know what to put on the, I got tired of putting the books on the shelf, okay? Do you know how long it takes to put the books on the shelf in this game? Down here we have my two best friends in the entire world, Saya and Liza. Yui drew this. This was a Christmas gift that I commissioned her to draw of them. It was their Sonas, and I wanted to fill in the gap, so I just got them on the shelf there. It's very cute. They are a couple, so it's them hanging out. Oh yeah, and also just as a little Easter egg, rather than like something that's a favorite, because it was in my mind because we did the book review, I have Punk 57 in here. You're probably like, Lulu, I thought you didn't really like the book, and I'm like, no, but it's kind of dear to me because it started a new series and it kind of reawakened my interest in reading again somehow, this awful trashy novel. So I put Punk 57 in here as like a little like shout out to Penelope Douglas and that book of characters I couldn't stand. And then this is Inception. I didn't know what to put on the TV. I just used it on thumbnail. I'm so sorry, but it's me in my golf room. Where have you guys gone? Oh, hello. Hello, Luna. I was like, where did Luna go? Yeah. And yeah, and then, oh, actually no, that's not everything. Ooh. For the record, you guys can draw if you're in here on both the canvas and the sketchbook, this one. I have drawing, I think I turned drawing on, so If you want to doodle, you are more than welcome to. Just please don't draw anything that will get me banned off Twitch or YouTube. And last thing, I had no idea what to put on the drawing tablet, but I have a lot of artist friends and I thought they might come in here. So I just use, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I did my series where I had a lot of artist friends teaching me to draw, which I really, oh, did you? Oh. Cute! Ah! So cute! So, thank you, Luna. This is like, the problem with Go is that it has a really weird lighting engine, so it's really hard to see. Does anyone remember this? When I did my Lulu Learns to Draw series, what I did was I drew like, I had to announce the stream when Sev was teaching me to draw. So in like literally 3 minutes, I just pulled up Procreate and just drew this sheep and this shrimp. And just, it was still saved to my computer. And I was like, Sev is teaching me to draw. Hopefully he can teach me to be better than this. I can draw better than this, for the record. This was just for fun. And I still had it saved, so I was like, I'll just chuck that up there. I think it looks cute. Fun fact, this is still Sev's Fugi. If he appears in streams, he uses this. And I'm like, why do you use this crudely drawn shrimp with a bow tie? And he's like, because I like it. And I'm like, okay, Sev, you do you, bro. It's better than what I have in my withered room, where I have for my co-working with my game dev team, because I have Wolfie's reference, or like reference, like concept, as the tablet wallpaper, and I forgot, and I streamed with it, and it's Sev art, so my friend Avis came in to work with me, and as Avis is an artist, she sat down at the tablet to draw it, and she was like, Lulu, what the fuck am I looking at? Let's just say that I need to get a reference that I can show people without being embarrassed. Ooh. I have a message from a friend. Anyway, that's my room. So yeah, I want to get some more stuff. I want more Kyo stuff in here. Other stuff. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to work. So I'm one of the goals down here. We might have reached this. I have to do some calculating because the problem is that I'm doing the donathon in USD because it's easiest for most people who watch me. But the problem is that Throne automatically displays everything to me in New Zealand dollars, even though I have listed it in USD. It's very confusing. Basically, this is supposed to be USD, but when I go to Throne, and I have to calculate it from the first goal we did, so it's like, I will figure it after stream. I may owe you guys a novella extract, but I need to do math, and I don't do math. Anyway, let's do some work. I think I'm gonna do a bit of Pomodoro, so I'm gonna work on a timer, and then we can have a yap. What's a good scene we can see? Let's go with, we'll have some Noramore and Oki in the background, but if you guys want to chill with Luna and Mumbo and I are more than welcome to. I think I maxed it out at like 15. Yeah, if you want to yap to me in chat, you will. I'm going to do Pomodoro though, so I might not be looking at chat much because I want to just get some writing done, but in like, what do I want to set it for? 25 is a long time. Maybe we'll make it like, you live stream will bake. Oh, what are you baking now? Oscar, you'll send me your sourdough. We'll make it, we'll do 20 and then I'll do 15 and then a 5-minute break, and then I think that's good, and then we'll make the long break 10. Cool. All right. Tell me what you're baking while I lock in. All right, are you guys ready? I sound like a baby crying. Okay. No. Hi, Crook. I'm locked in. Locked out of what? The room? Or chat? I can check the settings, but we have like, I think I can make it like 15 people. Oh, I did. Sorry, I'm slow. You can be locked out, you can just chill. Chat, help me. What's another word for like... I'm trying to think what the word would be. Not like dangerous and not like rowdy? Like basically like a different word for rowdy. Like sort of like adults only makes it sound like an OnlyFans thing. That's not what I'm describing here. I'm just trying to think. I'm like trying to go through like a mental thesaurus. Rambunctious? Rambunctious sounds so like doesn't really fit the vibe of what I'm working on. Rambunctious kind of works. I guess I could use that for now and then change it later when I'm editing. Raunchy. Raunchy's kind of good, but raunchy also implies more like unruly. That's a good one. Thank you, Luna. Yeah. Unruly. Thank you. Thank you. I will use unruly. That's actually gonna work here. Boisterous. That's also good, Oscar. Oh, also proper. That also works though, but I think unruly specifically for this I'm going to use. I forgot to write a word there. Or set. There we go, not just set. Cheer is like slightly too. Yeah, that's all good. Y'all help me. Maybe I'll... Oh, yeah, 40 seconds. Okay, let me lock in for 40 seconds before I break. Break time! I might actually pause and go make tea. I'm kind of in a tea mood. But yeah, thank you for the help. It's tricky to make suggestions. That's okay, Oscar. You guys still helped. I realized that I couldn't give you like full context. I was just like trying to find the word. And I was like, I don't know. But unruly definitely is, that's good. I know that word, but I don't know how to say it actually. Roitus? Anyway. I don't know if anyone else is working on stuff, but If you are, I hope it's going well. Rumble is staring. I was texting. This is such a cute game. Nose is itchy. It's the weather. Hey guys, I have chocolate. Okay, so today, because the weather was awful, and as I said, I had a mandatory, like, I had to work from home today because of the cyclone. I woke up riotous. Oh, duh, I'm stupid. Riotous. That also works. Riotous also works. I'll tuck that away for later. But I basically, I woke up and my boss was like, hey, so like, if you can, just like don't come into the office because there's not much point. I'm glad I have the luxury that I can work from home sometimes. I like going to the office because it makes me feel all like proper and corporate and adult, but admittedly I was feeling a bit kind of gross this morning, so I was kind of glad when I had the message and I was like, oh yay. Oh, I don't have to like look like a person. I can just sit at my desk like a gremlin all hunched over and take the morning a little bit slower. But yeah, so I went for a walk over my break and I was like, I really want chocolate, and the weather had kind of settled so it was safe to go outside. And I just walked around the corner and I got a bar of Whittaker's, because if you're a Kiwi, you know, this is the best chocolate, and Kiwis will argue with you on this. This is the best brand of chocolate in the world. I had a British friend who lived here for a while and he was like, Cadbury's is better. He didn't talk like that, he's from Yorkshire, so he was like, Cadbury's is better. And I'm like, no, you are wrong. He was like, well, your Cadbury's is different from our Cadbury's, and I'm like, still. Hello, Noah. Welcome in. It's just, Luna will know. It's just creamy milk. If I'm best for real, I'm biased with best chocolate itself. But you work at like a proper chocolate shop. Whittaker's is the best like corporate chocolate. I think if you go to like a proper chocolatier, it's different. You know, what's that one in France called? What's it called again? It's been around since like the 20s. That's different. Yeah, I'm going like big business. You look so good. Do I? Covered in sticky notes, so you're gonna make me blush now, thank you. Do I look good now? How about now? Yeah, Whittaker's tastes like it's from a chocolatier. It's kind of expensive to buy, but it's not like that much more than like a Cadbury bar or like a Hershey's. I don't really like Hershey's, sorry Americans. I like the Hershey's, the cookie one, like the white chocolate, has like the little Oreo bits, that's really good. Maybe nostalgic. Hang on, I have a rant, so I have to pause Pomodoro, I'm sorry guys. Because Oscar's put a chat. Maybe it's nostalgic, but Cadbury's has fallen off hard. If you lived, I don't know, Luna's the only one I know is from New Zealand in chat at the moment. Do you remember, Luna, I'm talking directly to you, but this is for everyone in chat, the absolute shitstorm that happened back in like, sort of maybe like the mid-2000s, where Cadbury's like changed their recipe and there was all the controversy about the palm oil. Pantry, you might remember this too. Like Cadbury's changed and everyone was really angry and it was different and the bars were smaller. It was like the biggest controversy. I remember it so vividly. Every day in the news, people were talking about chocolate. I'm like, God, how times have changed. We'll go back to that when like the biggest controversy on the news was that a chocolate company was like using, which to be fair, palm oil is not super ethical, at least from what I remember as a dumb kid, but like that was a little better than, yeah. The choco inflation. Yes, you remember it, Pantry. Yeah. Sorry, I had to pause the timer to talk about it because we're gonna... It was so weird. If you did live in New Zealand, it was a strange... I don't remember when it was, but I'm sure I was only like, I was a wee lamb at the time and it was like everywhere. Look at Toblerones, the size of the gaps. Yes, Toblerones, the spaces between the thing. Whenever I think of Toblerones, I think of that Jaden Smith anime that came out years. Does anyone remember that? And he was like, I bought you a big Toblerone. What was that called? By the way, me and my roommate made me watch that because he was like, I actually don't think it's as bad as people say. And I watched it and he lied. It was pretty bad. Angry kid all grouped together for small things regardless. It was kind of, weirdly, it was pretty united because everyone in the country was like pissed off at Cadbury's. And I think they were like gonna stop making the bars in New Zealand and else like because New Zealand Cadbury's is a little different from like English Cadbury's. It's like the same branding and everything, but I know it's like a different factory. They had a chocolate factory in Dunedin here, but that shut down some years ago and now they make the bars in Australia. We were talking about it and not gonna lie, it did taste different. The bar was flatter. I didn't think it tasted nice and I was a dumb kid. Like, I don't know, I wasn't particularly, like it was chocolate, I was still happy to eat it, but yeah. Also, speaking of chocolate, again, this is another thing directed at the Kiwis because I tried to explain this to my bestie Liza, who's from Michigan, and she was so confused. Do you remember the chocolate game? Did they ever make you play that in primary school? I tried to explain this, I got like a TikTok about it. And I tried to explain it to her and she was like, what the fuck? If you don't live, I don't know, maybe they do it in the UK too, but I think it's really a Kiwi thing. I don't even know if they do it in schools anymore. But basically, if it was like a special event at primary school or elementary school, so Pantry didn't play it either. I migrated here, so, okay, so this is only, okay, so I'm about to make all of you very scared. This was the weirdest thing. So whenever like your class would, I guess, have like a special event, they're like, well, the kids deserve a treat, but we don't want to pump them all full of sugar, so we don't want to give them unlimited chocolate. So it was this really weird game where what they would do was they'd buy like a big bar of chocolate. Ah, okay, I'm a born and raised Kiwis. This was like young, like when you're like 7 and 8 in schools when you do this. So they buy like a big bar of chocolate, you know, just like a big cake of it. And then they put it on a plate. I think they unwrap it. Yeah, they unwrap it, put it in the middle of and then you all sit on the floor in a circle around this chocolate bar, like some sort of weird chocolate cult, right? And then in the middle of the circle along with the chocolate bar is a knife and fork, a hat, woolly like gloves, and I think a jacket and a scarf, or like some variation of like winter clothing. And then basically you go around the circle and you pick a kid and then they have 1 minute to put on all of the items of clothing and then get the knife and fork and cut a piece of the like saw it off, which obviously cutting a piece of chocolate with a knife and fork is deranged. But the idea with it is that like it was so hard to do that you would only get like a tiny sliver if you were lucky. So like often there were kids who just probably wouldn't get any chocolate. Maybe they would divvy it up at the end. I don't remember, but I remember playing it like not getting chocolate because I couldn't do it fast enough. It was deranged. It was fucking deranged. I didn't think it was real. It was real. I played it. The chocolate game was real. And it was just like, I get the logic, but also like, you know, you don't want to give a bunch of like 7-year-olds a bunch of sugar for the afternoon. It's hell, but it was so weird. It was so weird. Why couldn't they just throw a pizza party? Or play Duck Duck Goose or something? I tried to explain to Liza and she was just like, girl, what? I'm like, I don't know, okay. Growing up in New Zealand is weird. I mean, kids don't know, exactly, that's the thing, kids don't know how to, like, giving them a knife and a fork and they're like, you have to cut the chocolate. You can't just go up and break it off with your big woolly, it's not the fact that you also have to use a knife and fork, it's that you have like a minute or like a minute and a half to put on all these clothes and then you get a knife and fork like it's a fucking steak. And then you saw it. It's so weird. The little snapshot into Kiwi culture. I know people are like, oh, it's so like beautiful there and Lord of the Rings, the film culture. It's like, no, we do that, okay? We have a weird chocolate cult for children. They didn't want to give them chocolate, but give them coloring. I wish I knew. Adults need to entertain themselves. That's also true. Maybe like it was really funny to watch. It probably was fucking hilarious actually. I wonder if they still play it in schools here. I don't have any... I have one friend who's a teacher. I haven't talked to her in a while. Maybe I could like reach out and say, this is really weird, but like, I don't know. I know she worked at a school for... I don't know if she's like between jobs or if she's still teaching like little kids or if she's a high school teacher. Go to a school and ask. No, I'm not doing that. It was so weird. It was so weird. Kind of Squid Game for kids thing. It kind of was. They could be adapted into a Squid Game because Squid Game is all based on like childhood games, just ones that are in Korea mainly. But you could do a New Zealand Squid Game. God, that would be a really great like sketch comedy thing. Squid Game, but it's called like what's like a New Zealand sea creature? Crayfish game or power games. Power game, there we go. It's all the weird shit they made us do. How do you eat kiwi? I do not eat them because I am allergic to kiwi fruit. Fun fact. I am a kiwi who is allergic. I've talked about this before. If I eat it, it's not gonna kill me. I just avoid kiwi fruit because handball battle. That would be, or like bull rush. Goddamn. Yeah, I don't eat it. If I do, because I do like the taste of kiwi fruit, it's gonna off for me, but I found out a few years ago when I was eating one that I was like, why does my mouth burn and my stomach feel weird? Penguin games. There are penguins here, I guess, but I don't know if it would be penguin game. I feel like it needs to be like a sea creature, because then there's that game that's like a parody of it, that's like a friend slot game, which is crab game. I was getting a US version and sequel. I think we can get an NZ Squid Game. NZ Squid Game would be so funny. It would be so iconic, man. Oh, nah, gee, I'm not gonna do the little... They play with seaweed instead of red light, green light. Oh my god, yeah. Heads down, thumbs up, but if you get... but instead of getting your thumbs put down, they just shoot you. Oh my god. Or if you guess wrong, you get shot. Whitebait game. Whitebait games is good. That's technically... Whitebait are weird because they're like freshwater, but they swim up from... Yeah. We're supposed to be working. Okay, I'll put the timer back on for the last minute and then we'll get back to work. I just had to have that little tangent about chocolate. So yeah. New Zealand lore. The chocolate game. Actually, I'm gonna quickly do... Oh, wait. I was just thinking... I was thinking out loud. Yeah. Eel games. Eels are cool. Okay, we have 20 seconds, guys, and we're gonna lock back in. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get lots of work done. 10. I can get back to writing. And then we'll actually Pomodoro the right way. I had to pause the timer to talk about the chocolate game. It was very important to me. Give chocolate got any Valentine's Day chocolate? No, but my friend Mumbo got me flowers because he's a very good friend. He did not have to do that. On chat. Just to be my bro. before anyone asks, but yeah. It was very kind of him. But I didn't get any chocolate, which was sad. And no, like, romantic Valentine's, but that's okay. It felt right. Yeah, it was okay. Thank you, Bumbo. You don't have Valentine's Day isn't just, I shouldn't be talking meant to be locked in, but it's not just about like romantic love. He was like, you're one of my besties. So it was very kind of Mumbo. Oh, very pretty. Thank you, mums. So like basically I'm single. Anyone's like looking for a not very mentally well-adjusted sheep woman with like who works with raw meat. And doesn't leave her apartment and has like chronic anxiety. And I'm pan, so I'm like anyone. I'm gonna go back to writing now. So yes, oh, we've got a minute left for Pomodoro. I will have a proper chat once it's done, but I'm still locked in. Alright, so yes, we are on the writing grind. I'm working away, tip tap. Little eepy, but wanting to work. So I'm chilling with y'all. Hang on, I actually am gonna add up this, I'm gonna go to Throne. I'm gonna add up, see if we've actually hit the other interim goal, because there's Pomodoro time built into it. I've never seen that before. What are you working on? I'm working on a little Withered short story prequel thing I've been kind of like brain rotted over for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna like do anything with it, but I'm having fun and it's a good writing exercise for the VN, so yeah. Okay, hang on, let me, ZD to USD. Let me do a calculation. Okay, so we have 600 of this. 621 cents. 16. That's 300 and copy, and then I'm just gonna be like, I probably could add this up in my own head, but I'm gonna be like, we want to go, and the original was 750 plus, oh fine, I'll type it, please tell me it's still there, 375, we are off of the extract of what I am working, because Exa wants it out of the vault. We're about 100 off. About, just over, just under. Yeah. I wanted to add that up. I wish Throne had a toggle where I could just put it into USD, but it's like, no, you live in New Zealand. You are looking at it in New Zealand dollars. I wonder if it, I think I tried looking at it in an incognito tab, but it was still like, no. Maybe if I use a VPN, but yeah. And then another 150 after that. I'm gonna let you guys pick my next nail set because my nails are growing out and they're disgusting and I don't know what I want to get. So I'm gonna let you all just make theme suggestions. Hypothetically, would those incentives you a goal sheet be in? They are, it's on the goal sheet it is USD. I did that because it's just, most people who watch me are in the States, so it was just a bit, and it's a bit more universal in like VTuber terms to use USD, so I was just like, I'm just gonna do it in USD. I felt a bit bad because it's like kind of, it makes it more expensive, but they do stack, by the way. For example, Pantries on Me donated 50 NZD and then later on donated another chunk, so then he got, which added up to 50 USD, and that's why his name is on me. Oops. But please do not, you know, as much as I'm like, donate, and I really like to hit the goal, you know, get all of these deposits for my new mama funded before my birthday next month. You know, if you're like financially struggling. I still gotta get the scuff doodles done. I apologize, I've been a little slack with that. I will get those done. I've just been very like focused on promotion, like applying for job potential, maybe promotion. Once all that stress is settled, guys, I'll sit down next month. Next month, my birthday. In the pinned tweet, it says like contribute before this date because that's my birthday, and that's when I'm probably gonna cut the donathon off because I can't do this. I can't go on forever. So probably next month we'll like go into. So we've got about a month and a half to go. You're doing great. I know, but I feel bad because there's like things I've promised about. I guess to be fair, I've got until the end of the donathon. I just feel bad that I'm like, I'm gonna do this and I have to. People have donated, they've done that with the assumption that they will be getting. So I'm going to do it. I've just been very like, we have a few, I've been pretty good at keeping up with the streams. Thank you, Pantry. Holy Holy crap, how much was that? That went up by a lot. Are you okay? Oh my god. Also, Pomodoro. Hang on, I'm gonna pause the Pomodoro timer. I'm so sorry. I have to look at this. Oh my gosh. What? You guys are gonna have to make me do math because I may have to, oh my god, what? Ah! I wonder how much this is. You might be on for the Discord role. I have to do some math of your donations, but you may have a special Discord roll pantry. Thank you, I appreciate it. Actually, long Jonathan. I haven't done it every day, don't forget. I've taken a few breaks to avoid numbers. That was 50. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, jeez. I still owe you a doodle. I need to DM you on what you want. I haven't gotten around to it. I'm very, very sorry. But you'd already got it anyway. Thank you. 50 USD plus... I have to go back through my thrown gifts to figure out what you've given me over the course of it. But yes. It's been an impressively long donathon because I want money. Alright, I can unpause this now. We're gonna go back to work. But thank you all. You've all been so kind so far. Oh my god, we're over halfway through the second deposit that I can send to mama, my new model, which I'm so excited about, guys. Yes, I know I keep saying it, but it's very cool, and I'm working with some very awesome people for it. I got some very, very cool debut like art whips, because all the debut art and stuff is all me. It's not the donathon, is purely just the model for the record. Oh, there's like a few, if it's anything extra that goes over the donathon slightly more, that goes towards that stuff, but like, the idea with the donathon is the model, because that is the most expensive part. But I got some very, very cool whips back of some stuff. It's going to be a very, very cool, if I do say so myself. Ah! Thank you! Why didn't the alert go up? Who was that? Ah, ah, ah. What the? You guys are being this. We're just doing golf. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh. Thank you, Luna. Thank you so much. God damn, you guys are amazing. You guys are so cool. Incredible. Okay, I have to lock in and do more writing. I think 50 USD, well, it was 25 NZD, and I'll have to figure that out. But we must be very close. I must have to post a extract of this when I got it refined. Golf is my current favorite game. Oh, I see. I do stream this a lot at the moment because I'm writing so much. My current favorite is called Lamb, though that glitch we got yesterday. I'm wondering if I should tweet that at Massive Monster. If you guys were there yesterday, we encountered like a very... I couldn't figure out if it was a glitch or if I was just doing something wrong, but then I had someone in chat who was a lot more savvy with the game, and they were like, no, I think that was a glitch. So... exchange rate is like 0.57 or something. That actually... I guess I'll tell you a bit of a behind the scenes story, guys. I'm really good at this Pomodoro thing, because I've just got the timer paused. Sorry, I'm in a yappy mood. What was really funny is that when I got the money from the first deposit, Throne had it, like, when I went to, because it's obviously a cash gift, you have to, like, you have to withdraw it. So I withdrew it, and I got this thing from Throne. They were like, hey, just so you know, because at the time it's like, it was still kind of on holiday hours, so it might take a little longer for it to be deposited into your, until we deposit it into your account. And I was like, oh good, I'll wait. And I messaged my new mama, and I was like, I'll, you know, send me the, invoice for the first deposit. I'll pay that in like a few days. And she was like, yeah, all good. Did that. It was all fine. I might have shared this story already, but I was working from home one day, like a few weeks ago after it had happened. So like, this was like 2.5 weeks ago, whenever it was that we got the first one funded. And I was I was playing golf with my friend Ink Rose, and we were just like chilling, co-working offline together. And I think I wanted to check how much money I had in my account because it was like the end of a pay cycle when I wanted to like order lunch or something. I opened up my phone and opened up like my Kiwi Bank app. And I went, ah, why is there so much money in here? And then I went, oh wait, yeah, okay, thrown. And I was like, I guess I'm gonna go pay mama now. So I had to message her and I was like, can I send this to you? And she was like, yeah. I just was talking to Ink and I was like, it's like, because obviously in NZD it's even more, so it was just like, why do I have so much money? And I'm like, oh, I have to immediately, and then I had to immediately send it away, because I was like, well, this is what the money's for. And it felt really weird, but I was like, this is why you guys are giving it to me. So yeah, I was like, okay. It was kind of funny. I don't know. I just had this freak out. I was like, hey, why is there money and where's all this money come from? Yeah, Lulu almost thought she was doing some money laundering. I was like, wait, why? I don't get paid for a few days. Why is... And like, even then I wouldn't get paid this much for my job. Like, this is a lot. It's like, alright, it's thrown. So that money is now no longer mine. It is now with my new mama. She is buying a new iPad for the record. She was like, this is what you're, so I can have a better one to make the model. Just sharing you guys some lore. I'll fund my mama's new iPad so she can draw more, because she's very talented. Including draw me. Thank you, Axel. I hate that sound effect for the record. Holy crap, how much did they go? Guys, we've got over 10% in one stream. You guys are... I'm not doing anything. Thank you, Axel. Axel, this is gonna be really annoying, but I might have to make a post-it. No, wait, is post-it notes are 100? Okay, you're okay. No, I was wondering, is this Australian or an NZ or thing? Because I might have to. But you, if it is US, I owe you a doodle. I have a list. I will, but I need to fund. It's a jarring sound effect, but I wanted to see the novella one. Bye, moms. Good being you. That's well. Thank you, Loda. You want to see it? Okay. Is that Sorvis 40 bits? Oh my god! Thank you, Sorrel. On-screen celebration. I don't think I have the bits set up because I never get bits. I'm so sorry. I'll be the bit celebration. I'm very sorry, but no one even. I don't have alerts for bits. I should probably set some up. Hi, moms. Personal space, please. You're okay. Bye, mama. Oh my god, you guys are insane. That's probably... Hang on. How much is that in USD? This might be it. I think this is probably it. $490 and $490.71. Wait, how do I... What the hell? There we go. 750 plus... Was it 490, 78. I'm sorry, I can't do math. I'm too tired. We are $10 off. Just saying, if you want the novella, we are $10 off. A little under. But like, please guys, like, don't. I mean, this is kind of what the donathon is for, but I'd also feel really bad. I'll have to get this a little more. I can't probably post it. I'm still in early stages, but I will post it when I've... I think this first bit, so I want to edit the first bit a bit more. Get loved. Oh, thank you all. Y'all are crazy. Thank you, Pantry. I think I have to post a novella whip now. I will. That's basically the right amount. I'm not gonna bother. I think. Okay, I'll lock in and get like it refined to a thing where I'm comfortable. But I will. You guys have done it. Yay! I think I'm gonna say you got it. I'm not gonna calculate the stupid exchange rate again. that counts as 1,250 in USD in my head. Sure. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. Damn. if we keep this momentum up, I might be able to pay Mama the next thing. Also, I will neither confirm nor deny, but I have said something earlier, if my mama's art is my new mama, because it's not Kyo mama. As much as I love Kyo mama and I love being a Kyo child, I've said this before, I love my Kyo model, I love being a Kyo child, and Kyo is one of my best friends, but I am going with somebody different this time. I have slipped up and said her name a few times when I meant to just say mama to keep it a non, so... But I haven't said my new rigger's name, to be fair, my life 2D, so that's good, but I'm working with like a dream one. I'm very excited, but their art might be somewhere in here, and that's all I'm saying. If you probably know, I've said it. Farewell, Kyo. Kyo era. Let's not say that. I still want to work with Kyo in the future. Just I thought I have so many friends who are so talented and make models, and I was like, I love my Kyo model, but I thought it was like, it would be cool to go with someone else, but I probably will work with Kyo again. I don't know, maybe like another model. I don't know if I turned into Iron Mouse and had a million models. That's the dream though. People always like, why does Iron Mouse have so many models? Because having lots of models is like every beat. Do you know how fun that would be? I wish I could do what Iron Mouse does. That would be the best. I could just have a model, one made by every single one of my favorite artists. That would be the dream. Speaking of, I was talking to someone on Twitter. We were having a convo. They brought up, like, I see so many VTubers commission this one artist and their models are like 12,000 USD, and I'm like, I immediately know what artist that is. That's one of my dream model parents. I know what one they mean. Maybe people know. They've made models for quite a few big people. Yeah. Okay. Sorrel knows. And I was like, I immediately know who you mean. I would kill for a model made by them, but I don't even want to think about what that would be in NZD. But the crazy fact about that artist is that back in like 2020, I actually got to commission them for like OC art. It was of Astrid. I have an illustration by this like very famous VTuber artist before they started making models, but because it was before their blow up, the prices were like a little more in my range, and obviously their art is worth what it costs now. I just think I got kind of lucky. I was like, oh wow, if I tried to commission this now, I would not be able to afford it. It was just it's a very funny thing, and I'm like, I feel about it kind of special, and I'm like, oh, they drew my girl. Anyway. But yeah. But I am very, very excited for my new mama. The amount of time she's been doing it, the amount of models is never. Yeah, I think it makes sense that Iron Mouse has a few. But she also debuts a lot, like quite regularly, which again, I don't think is a bad thing with Iron Mouse. Some people get really weird about it, and I'm like, let Mousy do what she wants. She's awesome. Like, leave her alone. And like, they're always beautiful, and they're always, you know, human made. Astrid is the favorite. Astrid is the favorite child. I'm really sorry. At the moment, I'm really impartial to Isla, though. Isla's the main character of the thing I'm working on. Isla is sort of my favorite kiddo at the moment, but Astrid is, including with the game. She's also Aka's favorite. So the thing is that like me and Aka are both like sorry to everyone else, including the main character Robbie. But everyone likes Astrid. Astrid's everyone's favorite kiddo. We love our girl, yeah. Aka's always like, sorry. Aka sometimes just like, she's fun to draw. It's her world. We're just living in it. I listen to, yeah. And a male VTuber who has several models too, just like Iron Mouse. They're all different themed, cute, funny, cool styles, switching up every so often. Yeah! Your model, like everything else, is a tool. Like, there was a bit of discourse a while ago, this one VTuber, I wasn't familiar with them, but they seemed lovely, and they basically they had face cam on in their model, and they were pulling, like, some crazy faces, and people were saying, like, just change your parameters in VTube Studio. It's like, that's not really how it works. So, yes, that's a little bit. That's kind of the focus, because I've been reading a lot of romance lately, but, like, it's not, you'll see, this is a, I could post the summary, but I don't know, does that, like, I have, like, this little, like, blurb thing for what I'm written. It's sort of Wolfie and Isla centric, but it's a prequel. for what I'm working on. But it's less like a horror like withered proper and more of like a sort of like gloomy crafts anything. I could post the summary maybe. I'd feel better. Horse for Lulu. My horse for Lulu, right? I'm not taking your horse. Yeah, she's blonde and she made this video and then everyone got really up in arms and they were like, just like change your parameters in Vtuber Studio, and it's like, y'all, it's like a little more complicated than that. Like, you still have to puppeteer it. Like, I don't know. My model like doesn't have, I think her one does have V-Bridger, my current one doesn't. Another reason I am upgrading so I can get the fancy face tracking. Get one that has V-Bridger. But you gotta puppeteer these things, you know? If I want my ears to go up, I gotta move my eyebrows. And like no amount of parameter fiddling is gonna change that. Yeah, it was funny, yeah. So I think having lots of models for different streams is good. I have a lot of PNG tubers because I don't have the best PC and sometimes my model will lag if I'm playing like a particularly beefy game, so I'll just like be a little Scrimblow Lulu for a while. So some of the replies that the facial muscles can be controlled more accurately, naturally and stuff. The facial movements can be controlled better that way. I think I'm confused. Naturally and stuff, the facial movements can be... You gotta go face workout. It's like, yeah. I'm trying to mew. I don't know if I even know how to mew. Are people still into that? I'm not a 3D model, I can't move my hands. I'm trying to do the thing where you like do the shush thing. We left mewing behind in 2025. That's good, because looks mixing that was a weird time, man. Alrighty, I'm gonna look back and do more writing so I can actually post this extract that you guys have so kindly funded. I hope I got something good written. Now you guys get to decide my nail set next. It's actually not even that far off. Why are some of these spoilered? It's just a cat. Alright, back to work. You could still be a VTuber. I admittedly do have quite a dramatic face. In real life, I tend to do like, I don't know, I feel like my current model, as beautifully as she is, good English, Lulu. As beautiful as she is, and how, you know, the time this was rigged, very, very good. Aka did a great job. I feel like one of the reasons I want the V-Bridger is because I admittedly do have a pretty expressive face. I know that. I tend to do kind of goofy. I have quite a dramatic face, I guess. So I think it would be kind of fun to see them. I want to do the Doki face. You guys like do that gif of Doki Bird where she's like, and her eyes go all wide? You know that one? I want to be able to do that. I can do it if I do this. But I can't do that without like a toggle. Anyway, back to work. More chocolate. Thank you, Dig. That was okay. I hope your day has been good too. Had a bit of cabin fever. We were told to stay in because of a cyclone. night pantry. I'm probably gonna go off and count sheep myself once this time is done, so y'all are all good. Ooh, exciting. Let me know how the bread goes, Oscar. I like this little baking adventure you've been on. It's... I'm gonna delete what I just wrote, but I'm gonna copy it and chuck it down at the bottom of the document where I dump everything that I like what I've written, but I'm not sure if I like want to use it. I'm like, I'm gonna cut this bit out, but it might be good inspiration for later for something, because I kind of still like how I wrote it. I just don't need it for the scene I'm writing now. Sometimes a writing tip I once heard was that sometimes, like, if you're stuck, you need to cut out your favorite scene, like the scene you really want, and often it will, and I've used it more than once and it often really helps. Because sometimes you get stuck because you're so determined to just get to this one part rather than, like, and then to the point where you're kind of hyper-focused on and everything else kind of fails. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but yeah. As much as I really like what I just wrote, I'm... kill you down. Yeah. That just been characters, so I just killed one of my darlings, but it was... kill your babies, yeah, but the baby in this case was just a bit of prose that I thought sounded nice, but I'm gonna get rid of it. This is a big break, but I think we're gonna... Good job, so cute. I'm gonna head off to bed now, my friends, if that's okay. But thank you for chilling with me. Thank you, Luna, and also Mumbo before he left, for coming and hanging out my room. I'll probably do some more goth, because now that I need to post the extract, I want to make sure that it's good, because I'm a little nervous, but we will do that. But I'm gonna head off and head to bed, because it's getting late. And I need to sleep because I have work tomorrow. Hopefully I can actually go to the office tomorrow, but we'll see how the weather's holding up. I got quite a bit done, and thank you for yapping about me with chocolate. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're gonna do tomorrow yet. I do want to start Disco Elysium because I think that's gonna be our next like story game. Also, there is one game I want to play, but the problem is that I am notoriously bad at every video game. I really want to play Darkwood. It's a game I've wanted to play for years, but I've always been so intimidated by it because it is notoriously like a really, really hard, unforgiving game. It is brutal, but it's also really good. That's so good. I think I really like it. Maybe we'll do Disco Elysium, and if I am successful, because now that we finished Dispatch, I need another story-based one. So yeah, maybe we'll do Disco Elysium tomorrow. Does that sound good to you guys? Probably another late one. Yeah, let's start Disco Elysium tomorrow, because I've had the game forever, and I have never played it. I've owned it for like, God, probably like 2 years, and I think like Lindy recommended I play it or something. I was like, okay, and I bought it and never got around to it. So why don't tomorrow we start Disco Elysium? I think that would be lovely. I don't know, I'm probably gonna make it a late one. At the moment I'm kind of preferring my week. I know it's a bit annoying for you guys that like I stream so late on the weekdays, but in the weekends I stream at like 1 PM my time. Often when I get home from work I just really want to relax for a bit, especially because my job is me looking at a computer for 8 hours, and then I don't want to immediately come home and then look at the computer for another like, you know, 2 to 4 hours. So I hope that's okay. We'll probably do another one starting around the same time this one did. But yeah, we'll just go Elysium tomorrow. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. It's late. I checked. I did a sneaky check of Twitch if anyone was live. Everyone who's live are people I've raided recently, and I feel like kind of embarrassed when I do that. So for now, I think we're just gonna end it tonight. We're no raid tonight. I hope that's okay. But I love you guys all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys were insane with the donos, like crazy. I don't even know what to say. We got like another like 15% done, probably more. No, I can't do math. I don't know. No, yeah, I think because I think we were on 46. So yeah, 15. I can do math. Yay. But thank you all so much. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. But you're hi person. Hello, Solarium guy. Hello. I'm just ending. I'm so sorry if you've just come in. I am wrapping up. But yeah, let's keep it going. As I said, I don't really know. We're gonna play it by ear this week, with the exception of Saturday. I'm gonna play Reanimal with my friend Midnight Tsukino. But otherwise, yeah, bye person. Goodbye. It was lovely to meet you, Solarium, for all of 20 seconds. But yes, I'm gonna head off. Alright, I'm very eepy. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your time zone. Rest well if it is night, if it is morning. Enjoy baking that bread, Oscar. Thank you all so much, guys. Alright. I love you all so much. Alright. I will see you later. Bye.